Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this quick conversation. This is yours truly, Mr. O. Yes, it's a brand new week. It's a wonderful Monday morning, and I believe you had a good weekend. I had a very wonderful weekend. Had to go and see a movie about mathematics yesterday, and it was a wonderful content that I consumed. And as we still journeyed on the path of mental health awareness, I just want to reiterate some few points, and I want to encourage all of you that listen. All the things I keep talking about, all the things I keep saying, I keep writing, are not out of anywhere, all right? But they are meant for our own learning, all right? Value. They are meant for our own learning. Everything that I write, everything that I post, every video that I share, it is for our learning. It is for our learning. I know a lot of people will not tell you their realities, but if you travel to the US, the UK, to some of these big economies, as an African, one of the things you battle with is mental health issues. Yes, mental health issues. You battle with them. Onugba. And a lot of people will not tell you the reality on the ground. I know people are expecting, oh, Mr. O, the teachers are coming. Let's do a webinar. Let's do teachers webinar. Let's train them. Yes, it will come. But this is also very, very important because listen, if you get a visa and you come and you break down mentally, what is the use of that visa? If you get a visa, you come as a teacher and you are depressed, you develop BP, you have all kind of, issues. What is the relevance of that particular visa to you and your family? So I believe this whole traveling thing, it is more of a mental thing than the physical appearance in the US. So you are a teacher. You don't even know what mental health issues are. You don't know what burnouts are. You don't know how to identify it in yourself and in your students. You don't have any business being here because these are the realities on the ground. And the teachers here would tell you. And I believe and I know at the appropriate time, most of them will start creating content and being real with you. It is not too rosy. It is not all rosy on the ground. You understand? It is not all rosy on the ground. But they are holding on themselves and they are grinding through. But the reality is that there is a rise on a lot of mental health issues. You see, the things we consider mental health issues back home in Africa, in most African countries, are not the things they also consider. In fact, it's half-half. But most of the time, we will laugh over certain things. But trust me, here is a big deal to them. You understand? It's a big deal to them. That is one of the reasons why special education teachers are in need. In fact, every school district has a lot of slots for special education teachers, psychologists, school counselors, because there is a rise of mental health issues. And don't twist it. When we say mental health issues, it has less to do with just madness. Yeah, madness is the extreme case. That is the extreme depression level. But the basic ones, even people not getting food, is considered a serious mental health issues in this country. Yeah, not having access to food, not having access to basic life, things that support life, basic things, is a huge mental health issue that must be dealt with. That is why if a student is not coming to school, they don't just get up and say, oh, we've deleted your name from the register, we have sacked you. No, they don't do that. You, the teacher, have to call that student, check on them. The principal will have to make sure they do all the check, and they have a social worker in the school. A social worker who will go to those students' homes, check on them, make sure they are okay. All right? And your principals will always tell you that as much as you want to be firm and fair, make sure you are showing mercy and grace. Yes, that is what my principal told me in North Carolina. He said, listen, let's show a lot of grace, because some of these students that come to you and you think you want to teach them mathematics, you want to teach them physics, English. No, some of them are coming to you broken. Some of them are not even having a home to sleep in. Some of them don't have access to good food. Some of them don't have access to good water. They are not living right. So coming to the school is their safe space. The school becomes their safe space where they can come, have some good food, have some warmth, because throughout the night they've been exposed to the cold. And sometimes take a shower. So you as a teacher, you are more of a special education expert than just a teacher sitting in the classroom waiting for kids or students who don't understand mathematics to come to you for you to teach them. It is more than that. It is beyond that. It is beyond just delivering your lessons and walking away. All right? Don't play with it. I know a lot of people, they are not loving the things I'm posting. Hey, Mr. We need the jackpot things. Yeah, these are all part of the jackpot things. I'm telling you the truth. There are teachers in the US currently who are broken. They are going through a lot of tough times mentally. Yes. There are teachers that are developing sicknesses that they never had. That is not even part of their genetic makeup. It's not part of their family. There are teachers who have blood pressure issues right now and they are on medications. They came with the joy of teaching and making money in the US, right? For economic reasons. But they have ended up depressed. They have ended up worried. Yes, and they are not only teachers. There are a lot of travelers, students. I've met parents. I've met individuals who are here in this wonderful economy that are going through tough times, that are going through difficult moments. Some have been here for 20 years. They don't even have $200 or $2,000 in their account, saving in their account. Their life, and they cannot even go back home because it's difficult. They've not been able to do anything back home. They don't have any business. They don't have any structure. They don't have any investment. It is difficult. Okay? Because some of them, the joy they came with and the things they were supposed to do when they came, they couldn't do it, or they did not do it. So it is very, very, very important. That's why I take it so serious. That is why when I came here and I got to know about some of these things, I started checking myself. If you need to go to therapy, go to therapy. It is not so expensive. If you can check in yourself and go and, talk to somebody. You understand? It is not all about, I want to travel. Then when you get there, you are broken. Loneliness is ravaging a lot of families, is ravaging a lot of individuals here. Trust me. There are people that are, because the economy and the system is designed such a way that it is not like how we live back home, where you have a compound house and everybody knows everybody's door and I can go to your kitchen and eat. No. Here you cannot do that. You can be living in an apartment with your neighbors and for 2 years, you guys have not even spoken. Your next door neighbor, you have not even spoken to them. Yeah. They wake up, they go, they live their lives. The next moment, you know, somebody else is back to that apartment. You understand? The next moment, somebody is back to that apartment. People come, people leave. They don't care. In fact, they don't see the need to even be a friend to you or to even talk to you. It is difficult. It is tough. That is why I have dedicated this month. It's a month that we are creating awareness. Learn, read, talk to people. What is it? Go and have a simple assessment about yourself. Check your mental status. Check your heart. Check the things that, look, some of us are sick not because of any outside disease or sickness. Some of us are just sick because we are harboring hate and anger in our hearts. So the heart is becoming weaker and weaker by the day. But I know our part of the world, they will not tell you, oh, it is the anger, it is the stress you are putting on your heart. No, they will tell you, pray. Go and pray. This anger must leave. No. Sometimes it just takes you yourself to do it. You understand? It takes you as a person. Yes, you who is watching me. And let me remind you, no one is above mental health issues. No one. We all have one mental health issue or the other. And it can escalate at any moment in time. Yes. Even the happiest or the comedy entertainers in our space go through it. Some of them are deeply depressed, but they come on screen and they entertain us, they talk to us, they chat with us, and it sounds okay, and it's okay, it looks okay. You understand? No one is above mental health issues. In fact, you can get depressed today. You can be stressed tomorrow. Anything can happen to you. Issues happen that can put you in that particular category in a very quick moment. Look, it's not about just broken heart. No. Broken heart is the least part of all these things we talk about. Substance abuse is a result of a weak mental health status. Yeah. People abuse substances because they have mental health issues. Sometimes they are stressed, sometimes they are depressed. So they need to abuse substances. Stancel, good morning. People abuse substances not because, in fact, I'm going to bring Sister Stancel to our platform one of these days before the month ends, so that she can also stress on some of these things that we talk about. Mental health issues are not far away from anybody. And people abuse substances, as I was saying, because they are going through some things. They abuse their families because they are going through some things. So the mental health issues start before the substance abuse even come. Most of the time. Yeah. Why do people drink? Why do some people smoke? They'll tell you, man, I need to drink my sorrows away. I need to smoke my stress away. No. The stress started before you even started smoking. So you see, the mental health issue was there long before he started smoking or started drinking. So it is not as a result of the drinking that he got depressed. No, the depression started before he started drinking. So let's all be careful. And I know nurses, teachers, all kind of professions, lawyers, a lot of people are stressed. Financially, we are stressed, health-wise, so many areas of our life. You understand? But it will take the awareness, it will take the education for us to come to that realization. So if you are yearning to travel, you see, a lot of us are also depressed in Africa. A lot of us are stressed in Africa. But because we have a family system, we have a system that makes fun of everything, we kind of hide some of these things behind those faces, and we use religion to also hide it. Yeah. When you are stressed, they say, you are not praying enough, you are not fasting enough, forgetting that you don't even have food to eat. That is why you are stressed. Your children don't have 3 square meals a day. They don't even have 2. That is why you are stressed. But in the stress, they said go and pray. No, sometimes it's not prayer you need. Yes, I believe in prayer, but sometimes you need food. Simple. You just need food for your children, because as a mother, as a father, as a parent, you get stressed when your children don't have food to eat or don't have access to good education. You know, it stresses you. It stresses you as a parent. So sometimes it's not about the prayer. That is why some churches here, all they will do is they will offer what? Food to the needy. In fact, they don't care whether you have money or you don't have money. Every day, or they have 2 days in a week where they will tell you, come for food. Pop your trunk and they'll put the food in it. They'll ask you how many people are in your household. If they are 6, they are 10, then they'll give you food to cater for them. They don't ask you for your social security number. They don't ask you for your employment status. They just give you because they know it is a needed thing. They know it's an essential for good living. For you to have a sound mind to go to work, you need to know that your children are also okay. You need to know that your family is okay. Then you will have a sound mind to go and work for the government and for the economy to grow. Is that okay? So they take these things seriously. Churches take these things seriously. It is not just about come and give us. In fact, most churches here we go, they don't even stress about it, but they will tell you to give. But it is not compulsory. Nobody puts a knife on your neck to give. They don't make you feel guilty if you don't have an offering or you don't have a tithe. It is a covenant between you and God. It is a covenant that you have to understand. So they will teach you. But trust me, I always ask myself, looking at the number of people who don't give offering, how are they able to do some of these things that they are doing? Yes, that is what put them aside, and that is what separates them from us, because we will take and take and take and never give back to the congregants. A lot of people are sitting in churches and a lot of pastors are stressed and depressed. A lot of families are sitting in churches and they are stressed and they are depressed. They walk from that church every Sunday not knowing what they will eat. But they believe in God. And I tell you, and I've always stressed about it, I believe God can do a lot of things. That is why God will send me to that church, and knowing that that church can provide food for me. But if I don't have access to that food, then it becomes another issue. Don't let me digress so much. All I'm trying to say is, let us all be careful. Let us all be aware. Let us all look out for the signs of things that causes mental health issues. And again, I am saying mental health issues are not only about craziness. It's not only about madness. There is a lot of layers that we all need to learn. I'll bring experts who have this conversation into the professional side, and we will all use the opportunity to learn. All right? I'll leave it here. Have a wonderful and a blessed week. Make sure you are feeding your mind with good things. You are feeding your mind with good things. Listen to good songs. Listen to things that will encourage and strengthen your brain and your mind. It is very important. Digital junk is very, very dangerous. I made a post on my Facebook wall. Digital junk. A lot of you are consuming a lot of junk. Yes, not only junk food, junk stuff into our brain. And it is very, very disturbing. Watch what you watch on TikTok. Be careful what you watch on Facebook. Be careful the kind of news you take in. Be careful the kind of discussions you listen to. All right? The ear and the eye. What the ear hears and the eye sees. That is what will be programmed into your subconscious mind. And that can make or unmake you. It can be the beginning of your stress. It can be the beginning of your mental health breakdown. All right? I thank you all for engaging. I've seen all of your names. I couldn't mention everybody's name, but I appreciate you for engaging with me this and share this video to somebody. You never know. Somebody needs to hear this. All right? Maybe even your pastor needed to hear this, because I know pastors that are going through a lot of stuff. I know big prophets in their closets. What they go through is not easy. Share it to them. Share it to the Osofo or the mother of the church. Share it to your church groups. Share it to your prayer groups. It's not only about the prayers. Sometimes you need to take a step back and look at signs. Even Christ that they are worshiping and they are praying about, at times goes to places alone and have that alone moment and to meditate and to make sure that he's fit to deliver the message that he was sent to. And we are not different. So you cannot say you are working 24/7. You are working the whole year, 365 days, and you are not taking good care of yourself. You are not doing any checkup. You are just there. It's all about prayer. No. There were times Christ took time and went to a wedding. Yes. Because what? The parents and the family were invited. Yep. He was an invitee to a wedding. There are times you have to take time off the busy schedule and just unwind and just sit down and just relax. Sometimes you just sit in silence, in the dark. Just sit, not thinking about anything. Just let your mind hover in the room with a mild music in the background. Not complaining, not talking about anything, not thinking about anything in particular. Just enjoy that moment, that silence. It's very, very therapeutic. All right? There are days that I drive without talking to anybody. There are calls that come, I don't answer. I'll just be in the car alone. Just my mind processing a lot of things and just enjoying my jazz. Yes, I listen to a lot of jazz. People don't know, right? I love gospel, I love reggae, but I love a good jazz music as well. So hey, I'll see you in the next one. Have a wonderful week and let's do this again. Adios.